In a world where guilt often feels like an omnipresent force, suffocating our sense of self-worth and impeding our personal growth, there exists a profound perspective that challenges this pervasive sentiment. Through the lens of Eastern philosophy, we embark on a journey to unravel the complexities of guilt, unveiling insights that have the power to revolutionize our understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. In this eye-opening speech, we delve into the profound wisdom that transcends religious confines and speaks to the very essence of human existence, the illusion of guilt. At the core of many spiritual teachings lies the notion of the illusory nature of guilt. Instead of saying guilt as a natural response to wrongdoing, this perspective suggests that guilt is a product of conditioned thought patterns and societal expectations. Drawing from Eastern philosophies such as Zen Buddhism and Taoism, we explore the idea that guilt emerges from the ego's attachment to identity and the relentless pursuit of perfection. Through introspection and mindfulness, we begin to unravel the layers of illusion that shroud our perception of guilt, realizing that it is not an inherent aspect of our being, but a construct of the mind. Embracing imperfection. Central to the liberation from guilt is the acceptance of imperfection. Contrary to the relentless pursuit of flawlessness propagated by modern society, Eastern philosophy invites us to embrace our inherent imperfections as integral components of our humanity. Through the concept of wabi-sabi in Japanese aesthetics and the Taoist principle of wu-wei, we learn to find beauty and harmony in the imperfect and the incomplete. By relinquishing the need for external validation and embracing our authentic selves, we pave the way for self-compassion and genuine growth. The power of presence. At the heart of Eastern philosophy lies the transformative power of presence. By shifting our focus from past regrets and future anxieties to the present moment, we free ourselves from the shackles of guilt. Drawing inspiration from mindfulness practices and the teachings of Zen masters, we learn to cultivate a state of awareness that transcends judgment and self-criticism. In the stillness of the present moment, we discover a profound sense of peace and clarity that dispels the illusion of guilt, allowing us to embrace life with renewed vigor and vitality. The path to self-realization. Ultimately, the journey to liberation from guilt culminates in self-realization. Through practices such as meditation, self-inquiry, and contemplation, we embark on a quest to uncover the true nature of our being. Inspired by the teachings of sages and mystics from across the ages, we come to realize that guilt is but a fleeting shadow cast by the ego, obscuring the radiant light of our authentic selves. In the realization of our interconnectedness with all of existence, we transcend the boundaries of guilt and embrace the boundless potential of our humanity. The illusion of guilt. Guilt, as commonly understood, is often viewed as a moral compass, guiding our actions and prompting us to rectify perceived wrongs. However, Eastern philosophy posits that guilt is not an inherent aspect of human nature, but rather a product of conditioned thought patterns and societal conditioning. Drawing from traditions such as Taoism and Zen Buddhism, we explore the concept of the ego and its role in perpetuating feelings of guilt. By unraveling the illusion of the self and recognizing the transient nature of identity, we come to understand that guilt is merely a construct of the mind obscuring our true essence. Embracing imperfection. Central to the teachings of Eastern philosophy is the acceptance of imperfection as an essential aspect of the human experience. Unlike the relentless pursuit of perfection championed by Western culture, Eastern wisdom encourages us to embrace our flaws and limitations with humility and grace. Through practices such as mindfulness and self-compassion, we learn to cultivate a sense of inner peace, that transcends the need for external validation. By embracing imperfection as a natural part of the human condition, we liberate ourselves from the burden of guilt and open ourselves to the fullness of life's possibilities. The power of presence. At the heart of Eastern philosophy lies the transformative power of presence. By cultivating mindfulness and living in the present moment, we free ourselves from the grip of past regrets and future anxieties. Drawing inspiration from practices such as meditation and breath awareness, we learn to quiet the incessant chatter of the mind and connect with the essence of our being. In the stillness of the present moment, we discover a profound sense of peace and clarity that dispels the illusion of guilt. By anchoring ourselves in the here and now, we transcend the limitations of ego and embrace the boundless potential of our true selves. The path to self-realization. Ultimately, the journey to liberation from guilt culminates in self-realization. Through practices such as self-inquiry and contemplation, we embark on a quest to uncover the true nature of our being. Inspired by the wisdom of Eastern sages and mystics, we come to realize that guilt is but a fleeting shadow cast by the ego, obscuring the radiant light of our authentic selves. In the realization of our interconnectedness with all of existence, we transcend the boundaries of guilt and embrace the inherent freedom of our true nature. As we journey along the path of self-discovery, may we find solace in the timeless wisdom that reminds us, guilt shall exist no longer. Conclusion. In a world where guilt often feels like an inescapable burden, Eastern philosophy offers a beacon of hope and liberation. By challenging conventional notions of guilt and embracing imperfection, presence, and self-realization, we discover a path to freedom that transcends the limitations of the ego. As we integrate these teachings into our lives, may we find the courage to release the shackles of guilt and embrace the fullness of our authentic selves. For in the light of Eastern wisdom, guilt shall exist no longer, paving the way for a life of joy, peace, and fulfillment. In the tapestry of human experience, guilt has long been woven into the fabric of our collective consciousness. Yet, through the profound insights of Eastern philosophy, we discover a path to liberation that transcends the limitations of guilt and leads us to the profound realization of our intrinsic worth. As we journey through the depths of our own consciousness, may we find solace in the timeless wisdom that reminds us, guilt shall exist no longer.